What is going on, guys? Jason Burke here, Styles Clash for Life, coming at you on YouTube, and today I've got a haul video. I haven't done a haul video in quite some time, but I went out today. Today was out here in Pittsburgh. They do this thing once every summer, once a year. It is a half-price book sale where Half Price Books, the bookstore, rents out a convention center here in Pittsburgh, and they have like music titles, movies, TV shows, books. Everything in the store is $2 each or under. So $2 or less for every item in the store. So I make sure that I go to this thing every year. Today was opening day, and I picked up a bunch of stuff. My total for the day was 12 movies total. Well, let's see. 10 movies with 12 movies on the discs and 2 TV seasons for $24. So 10 movies and 2 seasons for $24. I'm going to give you guys my quick haul rundown. Here are the TV series that I bought. I bought 2 TV series, and they are both One Tree Hill. I got One Tree Hill Season 5. I'm a huge fan of One Tree Hill. Even though this is a horror channel, I still like my dramas, my teen dramas. I got Season 1 and 2 last year from this. I couldn't find 3 and 4, but I did find 5 and 6. So One Tree Hill Season 5 is complete. That was $2. One Tree Hill Season 6 here is complete. Again, in my opinion, one of the better TV shows of all time for me. I always loved One Tree Hill. At least seasons 1 through 4 are great, and then season like 5 and 9 are great. 6, 7, and 8, not so much. But I figured $2 a piece for a whole TV season. Can't beat it. So I got season One Tree Hill Season 5 and 6. Non-horror movies, I got Remember the Titans. I had this one on VHS. This, in my opinion, is the greatest sports movie ever made. I love sports movies. I love football movies. This movie is not only the greatest sports movie of all time, but it's in my probably top 10 movies of all time. As a kid growing up, I had this on VHS. I finally upgraded to a nice DVD copy. Never seen this thing on DVD before, so I'm excited to watch it upgraded. This movie is just perfect. It's so powerful. The message, the acting is so great. If you have not seen Remember the Titans and you like sports movies or you like football, this is a must-watch for you. Also, $2, Bring It On. It is a quintessential 90s to early 2000s movie. I love this movie. My mom and I used to watch this all the time on like USA. Used to watch this constantly, but never owned it. I know there's like 5 or 6 sequels. This is the only one that I actually really care about. But this is just, again, I'm not sure if it was made in the late 90s or early 2000s, but this really feels like a 90s quintessential fun teen drama. Bring It On is a lot of fun. Now for the horror portion of the show. You guys will appreciate this. I got several horror movies today. The first of which is a Wrong Turn 2-pack. This was only $2 total, but it has in it, it's a little box set, and it has the original Wrong Turn, as well as Wrong Turn 2. The original Wrong Turn, I think, is the best Wrong Turn, obviously. Eliza Dushku. I had this on VHS as well. This is one of the few VHS tapes that I did not upgrade yet, so I figured it was time for an upgrade, and it came in a 2-pack with Part 2. I've never seen Part 2. I've only seen Parts 1 and 3. I love Part 1. I hate Part 3. I've never seen Part 2, but I've heard it is one of the better installments in the series and is a pretty good sequel to the first one. So VHS upgrade here and a first-time own here. These together were only $2, so $1 a piece for Wrong Turn 1 and 2. Then we've got a couple of Hatchet movies. I talked the other day about how much I love Hatchet and Adam Green, and I've watched these online a million times. But now I own the DVD for Hatchet 1, and it's the director's cut too. That's the good one. It's the longer cut, the gorier cut. The director's cuts are always the way to go with these. And again, Adam Green is one of the best modern directors here. So to own Hatchet, a very old school 80s feel with a modern twist to it. I love Victor Crowley. I love this whole series. I have not seen the Victor Crowley movie, number 4 yet, but I have seen 1, 2, and 3, and I love all those. Also for $2, I got Part 2, the director's cut. Hatchet 2, these were back-to-back. I was looking for 3. I couldn't find 3 there. But now I officially own the director's cuts for Hatchet 1 and 2. 2 of my favorite modern slashers. They've come out in the last 15 years. Love Adam Green. Love the Hatchet series. Now I've got 1 and 2. I got this little 4-pack. I've seen this around advertised for like $10 at Walmart. This was only $2 today. It contains Pumpkinhead 2, Leprechaun, Wishmaster, and Wishmaster 2. I already own Wishmaster 1 and 2 on DVD. I love those already. But I do not own any of the Leprechaun movies or any of the Pumpkinhead sequels. I own the first Pumpkinhead, but I've never seen any of the Pumpkinhead sequels. So Pumpkinhead 2 is a first-time watch for me, and it's my first time to own Leprechaun. So to get 2 movies that I don't already have, plus 2 movies that I already own and like a lot. So it's a 4-movie pack for $2. Looking forward to seeing Pumpkinhead 2 and watching Leprechaun on DVD. If you guys have seen the Pumpkinhead sequels, what do you think? Obviously, they're not going to be as good as the original, but if you've seen Pumpkinhead 2, 3, and 4, tell me in the comments below if it's worth a watch. Anyway, for $2, I couldn't pass up this 4-pack. Another VHS upgrade that I had on VHS that I'm upgrading, Disturbing Behavior, one of the most underrated horror films of all time. Another quintessential 90s classic with Katie Holmes, the high school invasion, the teachers and the students getting possessed into a cult. I love this movie. It's just perfect to me. It reminds me of growing up. I love Katie Holmes growing up. I'm such a fan of this movie, and I've only ever owned it on VHS. I upgraded it finally to DVD. And again, one of my favorites of all time, too. I can't state enough how much I love this one. For $2, it was worth it for sure. We have See No Evil with Kane. WWE Studios produced this. It is one of their best films of all time they've made. I really enjoy both See No Evil 1 and 2. I like both of those movies. 2 was the Soska Sisters. I forget who directed the first one, but Kane Glenn Jacobs is the protagonist. Jacob Goodnight in this movie. Really good, underrated, fun flick. You would think a wrestling studio couldn't produce a good horror movie. They did a good job with this. This one's very underrated. Got See No Evil. One final VHS upgrade today. Another VHS classic from the 90s, Urban Legend. I own Urban Legend 2 Final Cut. I bought that last year at this event. This year, I found the first one. Again, another super underrated, one of the best 90s whodunits with the I Know What You Did Last Summer and Scream craze when the 90s whodunit murder mysteries came along. This one is just so great. I love this one. One of the best twists there as well. Now I have both 1 and 2. And I also have Urban Legend 3. Urban Legend Bloody Mary. My cousin loaned me this DVD, and I watched it for the first time maybe 5 or 6 years ago and loved it. I loved the first 2, obviously, but even this part 3 is unrelated to the series, but is a really good, solid, underrated horror film and a good addition to the franchise. And I never owned it myself. I had my cousin's copy, and I kept borrowing it to watch it again because I really remember enjoying this one, and now I've got my own copy. So there you have it. 10 horror discs with 12 horror movies, plus 2 TV series for $24. That is my haul for the day. Tell me in the comments below what you thought of these movies and which one you liked the best and which was the best bargain for me, and what kind of stuff you want to see me pick up in the future and talk about. Until next time, guys, enjoy. I will see you all soon.